Hi, it's Cami with Thrill Like a Girl TV, the gender equality channel here on YouTube. And I'm here to talk to you today about membership in the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League. Did you know it was a thing? It's really a thing, and it's so super cool because you may know about the movie that Penny Marshall made, A League of Their Own. You may even know that it was based on the lives of real women who played baseball from 1943 to 1954. You might even know that it's the highest grossing baseball movie of all time. It might even be your favorite movie. But you may not know that the women of the AAGPBL have a players association, and they get together every year for an annual reunion, and you and everybody can actually join the organization for a mere $35 for an associate membership. It's less for students, and be a part of it and actually go and just be. You can be a fly on the wall, or you can join a committee and you can contribute, and you can it's stunning to me that you can do this, and it takes as little effort as you can imagine to be part of one of the greatest sororities of all time. So the coming up reunion this year will be in Syracuse, and it's involving a trip to the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown, where the women are immortalized with an exhibit that you see at the end of the film. It's not quite that exhibit, but that's the film version of it, but it's pretty impressive, and it's the most popular exhibit at Cooperstown. They didn't intend for it to be permanent, and it's permanent because it's the most popular exhibit. And you've heard me rant on numerous occasions about the lack of inclusion of women in baseball, in spite of the fact that everybody seems to want it. The odd troll here and there doesn't want it, but everyone seems to honor and love and just these women, what they did and what they did for society. Beyond playing baseball, because they'll all tell you, look, we didn't think we were doing anything special. We got paid to play a game. Jobs were hard to come by. We're making more money than our dads. We would have done it anyway. They didn't see it as this whole groundbreaking women's rights, changing the world kind of thing. They would have done it anyway. But the ripple effects that went out, the women that went on, that their whole lives changed, and because their whole lives changed, our whole lives changed. So many of them became college professors, or worked in industry and jobs that women never worked in before. And because of that impact, because of that visibility, and other women saw them doing that, and men saw them doing that, and that made them realize what women were capable of, and then so on and so on. It's like that old hair commercial. It's a seminal moment in time, and it continues today. And as Maybelle Blair, one of the more colorful and vocal players that's still with us will tell you, there's about 80 players that are still with us, and 35 of us know who the hell we are. It's a joke, but it also brings a very fine point on an issue that these women are they're a vanishing resource. They're diminishing history. Just like World War II veterans. I don't know what the rate is on World War II veterans, but since I've been involved in the organization, which is going on a decade now, it seemed to lose about one a month. And some I know personally, and some I didn't, but it's a knife to the heart every time you get the email that says, we've lost another player. Even though they've lived fantastic lives, and even though most of them were in their 90s, it's still because of what they mean to us all. And like I said, this reunion, which is going to be next month, is going to be in Syracuse with a trip to Cooperstown. We did that in 2012, and I always bring my camera because I think that that this is living history that needs to be captured in some way, regardless of if anything ever happens to it. There's an archive, and it exists, and we all remember that it happened. And Jean Buckley, Buckets. Not that you have like a favorite grandmother or something, but she's just one of the players I got to know and considered a friend, and we exchanged letters and cards and photos in between reunions. And she was standing in front of the hall, and she was just kind of looking around like she was taking it all in. And I just said, "Hey, here's my camera, like, what's going on?" And she's like, "Well, I'm never going to be here again, so I'm just..." And I was like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" And she's like, "No, I'm just being realistic. I live in Northern California. I'm 80-something years old, and I'm never going to be here again." And she was right, because she passed away in July. And that was one of those emails that I had to put it aside. I couldn't really process it because she was my friend, and I miss her. But all that being said, I strongly encourage you to go to, it's a very simple website, AAGPBL, All American Girls Professional Baseball League, just the initials, aagpbl.org. And you can find out all the information on membership there, and just a tremendous resource. All the information on the players, there's a profile, and all the games and the teams, and lots of photos, and it's a really tremendous website they've worked very hard on. But even if you have no intention of going to the reunions or anything like that, even if you have no intention of making a film or writing a book, or a lot of the reasons why people become associates, just support the organization. Just send them a donation if you want to, or just join and become a member because you can. That's my thought for the day. So thanks for listening, and we'll see you out there on the bases.